Hey guys, Hit Your Pete here. I'm gonna show you guys how to install an engine oil pan on a Cummins because I already took it out. There we go. I should have brought you in to take it out. Kind of a pain. The oil on this thing is a mess. Let's see here. Yeah. Just got a couple rot spots. To the point where it left oil all the way down underneath the truck, all the way to the diff. But, alright. Yeah, we'll show you guys how to get it back in. Alright, I'll bring it back in for that. Alright. I'm gonna get this pan shoehorned in here. I'm gonna move you guys underneath it so you can see the bolts. 32 of them in this one. But yeah, you should be able to see most of what I'm doing. Let's see, just a little bit here. Yeah, we'll try that first. Go from there. Right. So these ones, you gotta adjust it up over. At least I'll get this pan shoehorned in there first. Supposed to be. Try not to lose the gasket while you're down it. Okay. Jump to the back here. Alright, steal these old bolts for now. Let's get started. Gasket's out of the way. Trying not to get silicone all over all my stuff. Okay, got a couple started here. Let me adjust you guys here, see if you can get a better view of what I'm doing now that I don't need to work around you. Does that work? Yeah, that's gonna have to work for now. So a lot of these you can reach. Some of these you cannot. With like the brackets up there in the back, or right up along the back of the oil pan against the bell housing, you can't get your hands on. So be careful. You stick your ratchet or extension with a socket on it. You kind of stick it in there and do it that way. If you're confident enough that you're not going to hurt anything, you can spin it in with your gun a little bit. Just go real easy. So for these front ones, kind of a real tough spot because you got to get up around the front cross member, around the lines in that cross member to get to these bolts up in here. So I use, back up here, this extension, some snap-on. Oh, you probably get it from anywhere, but it's a wobble, so your socket can go a little offset. It doesn't go a lot, but just enough to get these in nicely. So I'm thinking these front ones, they give you like a little offset hole or something to get into it a little better, but not too bad. If you just go easy with it, you can get them in there, no problem with your gun. So these bolts are all 10 mil heads. There's a couple brackets on the passenger side of the truck that you have to put back on when you take these bigger oil pans out. They are 13 mil head sockets to put them on. Alright, now I got this oil pan on there, kind of stuck up there a little bit. Get rid of all these stinking pig nets I got under here to catch all this oil. Alright, I can't really get a good shot for you guys here in the back, but pretty much self-explanatory, same stuff. Putting the bolts in, getting them all snugged up, and then These guys are going to have to go to a car wash or something, get this thing scrubbed up clean. I ain't got enough brake cleaner on the truck to get all the way off this thing. Come on. Just work with me here, would you? Goodness. So this truck's got a few things on it. I gotta do a drag link as well, and idler pulley with the belt. I got some lighting issues. I'll pull you guys in for the other repairs, but the lighting stuff, a lot of nonsense, so I probably won't pull you in for that. Sorry about that, I got a phone call. Come on, get in there, you stinker. Alright, couple more. Yeah. We'll be out of here. I'm probably blocking the entire view right now. On my elbow. In my forehead. I have to move you for a second to get in here. I'm gonna put you in a bad spot for this one. Alright, last one. some of this oil off my arm. Yeah. I know. It's a repetitive process, but I'm going to run through with a ratchet and just snug everything up. Just make sure everything's good and tight. You guys don't need to watch me do that, so I'll bring you back for the drag link. Alright. Now we got the oil pan all buttoned up, oil installed, all that good stuff. We're going to jump on this drag link. The joint on the bottom there is toast. So, alright, let me show you quick how I do that. So, you can fight with these cotter pins. They suck to get out. So, I just pound the socket over them. And just rip them off at once because you're replacing the drag link anyhow. So, it's not like you gotta fight to get it out of there. And you just knock it out of there. Careful, don't rocket ship right through that brand new oil pan. Alright, just keep in mind which way this goes. One side of this is just a scotch shorter than the other side. So when you go match it up to the new one, just hold it next to each other, you'll see the difference. Alright, let me grab the other one, bring it back. Okay. So, there's the old, there's the new. A little bit different. The lengths aren't much different. Some of them are dramatically different. This one really close to the same. So, take these nuts off of here. Better wiggle back in here. Just throw that in here, right? Okay. Run these up tight, find the holes. Get a cotter pin in there. There we go. Alright, grab a couple cotter pins, throw them in real quick. There we go. Okay. Hope my head wasn't in the way over there, so you can see. Oh yeah, there's the new drag link. we're gonna jump over to the idler pulley here. So we get you in a decent spot here for this. Can't zoom you in, but should be able to. That pulley right there. So I'm gonna jump to the other side where the tensioner is. Maybe I could just pull that belt out of the way enough to do that pulley without actually taking the belt off. I gotta change the belt anyway, so just take the belt off. Alright, let me get all the stuff and I'll bring it right back. Alright. Hope y'all can hear me over there. Okay, so I'll leave it loose on one pulley, like off the AC here, and then what I'll do is I will grab a piece of cardboard, a piece of paper or something, and draw the belt diagram, just to make sure I don't screw it back up and down. So I'll do that now. Alright, so we got right. The tensioner around the water pump. Over the later. Over the AC. Over the fan, back to back. Okay. Something simple, just so you don't lose it. Okay. Then you yank the belt off. These ones are a little tight here. Crazy, just harder to get them on the crank on this one. This is deep in here. Luckily, these ones got the air fitting on the back of the fan. These ones are, this one's centrifugal. This one's just centrifugal, so this one just works for me like a manual fan. So you don't have to worry about the airline, but some of these, they've got an airline off the front of the hub in here. So kind of a bear, you gotta take the airline off, get that out of the way to get the fan out, fan belt out. So. Packages. Idler pulley. Something fierce. Alright, there's your new pulley. I think you can see that. We'll get that old one off, put this new one on, put the belt back on. Yep, sure did. There we go. So, real quick. On these idlers, it's got a deep side and a shallow side. So if you put this cone on the shallow side, it'll fit either way. But when you go to put this in and tighten it up, this cone hits the pulley. That'll screw you. Make sure that this portion goes on the deep side of your pulley, because it'll sit in there, almost sit flush, and this will hold the offset off the block. And when you tighten this down, that cone, so we can get you to focus, there you go, it's got a little bit of an air gap, like a 1/16 of an inch, and that'll allow it to spin freely without hitting anything. Just cool little don't forget type thing. You'll know quick when you start it. Spins freely. That's what you want. You don't want it to drag or make any noise when you're doing it, obviously. Nice. Put this belt back on. Let's see. Okay. Great, really? These ones are usually, you have to use a bar to get it around the crank. A pain in the rear. Just because you can't reach anything. there for now, so I can see in there. Perfect down there, but let's get her lined up where she's supposed to be. Now we get this close, we can adjust it a little at a time here. Get in there. What are you fighting now? Seriously? Okay. Wow. Suck. Can't get your hands in here. Alright, let's change this up a little bit, I guess. Okay. Now. cranker. I'm gonna bump this over a couple times just to get that belt straight on that crank. Nope, went the wrong way. Ouch. Okay. Oof. Oh, you stinker. That crank's back off again. Why is that crank fighting me so hard today? Good night. That's really close. Let's see if I can get the bump on without wrecking anything. Nope. Way off on this side. I thought you guys were gonna help me out over here. Huh. I wonder why it won't go on over here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let's see. Can I shoehorn you in there somehow? What if I just do this? No. So, just take you guys off here for a second. So, look in there. That belt is off that pulley. Does not want to go on that side for some reason, but we'll get her. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, you're so close. Come in, stinker. I wonder if it'll bump on. There. Let's see what she got to say. Hey, it jumped on. All right, cool. Okay. Now all that stuff's squared up, good to go. Belts on there nice and tight, idler pulleys on, new drag link, oil pan, oil. I'm going to run through, grease this new drag link up so she's all ready to go. Throw some grease at these front brakes just to do it, and call it. So appreciate you guys watching. This is been another fun day, so but all right, like and subscribe if you would, be great. If not, can't tell you what to do. So Patriot Pete out.